National Payments Corporation of India has approved 197 Communication, which is Paytm's parent entity, to participate in UPI services as a third-party application provider. This means that Paytm will be allowed to provide UPI services under the multi-bank model. So, how is it different? Let's find out. But before we move forward, make sure to subscribe to the Moneycontrol channel. See, earlier, Paytm was providing this service via its payments bank PPBL, which held the TPAP license. And as the fintech had a bank of its own, it did not need a separate TPAP license like its rival apps such as Google Pay, PhonePe, Cred, and so on. Basically, a third-party application provider is an entity that offers UPI-compliant applications for conducting UPI-based payment transactions. These apps include mobile wallets, merchant apps, or platforms that utilize UPI for payments. TPAPs utilize UPI infrastructure provided by NPCI and work with payment service providers and banks to enable transactions. For instance, Google Pay is a TPAP that facilitates payment transactions via HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, and State Bank of India. Similarly, PhonePe is a TPAP for banks like Yes Bank, Axis Bank, and ICICI Bank. And now, after NPCI's nod, Paytm will also be able to provide payment services in partnership with 4 banks, namely Axis Bank, HDFC Bank, State Bank of India, and Yes Bank, who will act as payment service providers. Lastly, the Paytm handle will also be redirected to Yes Bank, as the bank will act as a merchant acquiring bank for Paytm's existing and new UPI merchants. This will enable existing users and merchants to continue UPI transactions and auto-pay mandates seamlessly without interruptions. Well, you must also know that services like depositing money in PPBL accounts, credit transactions, PPBL issued FASTags, and NCMC card top-ups will also be discontinued from today, which is the 15th of March. As for the stock, all this positive news helped 197 Communication hit up a circuit of 5% in trade.
I looked up 5 balance sheets on Moneycontrol. I'll do it on the fly. This took me exactly 3 minutes thanks to Moneycontrol. First thing to come up is Moneycontrol. So I don't even have to scroll down to look at it. I click and I get what I want.
When I started my career, there was a huge information arbitrage between institutional investors and retail investors. The arbitrage gap between institutional and retail investor has disappeared, mainly due to Moneycontrol.
Congratulations, Moneycontrol, and thank you so much for being there.
Absolutely delighted with the news that Moneycontrol has overtaken the Economic Times.
Moneycontrol has slowly and steadily become the go-to site for all updates.
Moneycontrol has good ideas, detailed ideas, stock-specific ideas.
Life of the market is Moneycontrol, in the sense that you get everything what needs to be known.